Hello guys, how are you doing? It's really a nice day and I hope you find this video interesting and useful. Okay, I am D, legit, like capital letter D and legit. Yes. Okay, it has really been an amazing week for me, even though my activities have been plenty. Yes, I've had a lot of things to do this week and it's almost as if can my head carry it, but I'm fine and I'm okay. At least I made out time to do this video today. So in today's video I will be talking about what you should consider when putting together a playlist for radio. Very important when putting together playlist for radio. Okay, now when I was growing up, my dad had this jam box. This jam box he is very particular about. Nobody dares touch his jam box because he loved it so much. And basically because of the love he had for jam box, all I knew when I was growing up was that my dad loved music, because every time he's with his jam box, he's listening to one sound, one artist, one music or the other. Okay, so because of that, I've come to understand that, you see, radio, music, they have a part. They really understand and themselves and they work together very well. Okay, that's because both the radio, both music appeal to the ear. You know, they attract the ear, so they really work well together. So sometimes it could be really tasky when you're trying to pick music, when you're trying to put music, especially in a playlist, maybe for your radio station, for your personal self. You know, sometimes it could be really tasky, especially when you love a lot of songs, you know, and all of that. But today I decided to do this with 5 points, 5 major points you should consider when picking songs for your playlist. So if you're ready, I'm ready. So let's go. So the number one thing you should consider when putting together a playlist is, what is the occasion, what is the theme, what is happening, what is the mood of your people. Okay, take for example, it could be Democracy Day, it could be the International Women's Day, it could be Children's Day, it could be celebration of the girl child. You know, they just has to be something that is being celebrated, something that is just in the air like that. It could even be Christmas, or it could be some festive period or the other. You need to be sensitive to these occasions, you need to be sensitive to this theme, you need to be sensitive to what your environment, what your community is feeling. Is your community mourning? Is your community celebrating something, maybe a festival or something? The kind of playlist you should be putting up at that time should be able to reflect what is happening in your community or in your nation at large. Very important. It wouldn't be wise that your community is mourning and then your playlist is not mourning with your people. Sincerely, your people will not feel your playlist at all. Your playlist will not find a place in their hearts. So it's important that if your people are mourning, if they're celebrating, if something is happening, if there is an occasion, your playlist should be able to reflect it. That's very number one thing you should consider. And understanding the occasion would also put you into perspective. It will help you have a purpose when you're choosing songs, because there is an array of songs there. Come on, I celebrate so many amazing artists out there, so they've done great works and there's just so many things to pick from. But by the time you're able to streamline, number one, what is the occasion, what is happening, you would be able to know what you're looking for. So the moment you go into your music file, into your music box, you know what you're looking for ahead. So the number two thing you should consider when picking your playlist, when picking song for your playlist, is what time of the day is your playlist going to be aired? What time of the day would your playlist be aired? Now, different time of the day come with different mood. The early hours of the day is considered to be quiet. You know, a lot of people at this time of the day are meditating, trying to organize, put themselves together, you know, trying to figure out how will the day be. So it's important that your playlist should reflect the time of the day. Okay, your playlist should reflect the time of the day so that your people can be carried along, so that your audience will feel relevant, so that the songs that they will be listening to will help them to do whatever it is they are doing. So the time of the day that your playlist will be on air is very important. You also need to consider that when picking songs. Now, the third thing you should consider when picking songs for your playlist is what is new. What is new? Your playlist should not be static. It shouldn't be one rigid or bottlenecked kind of playlist. Your playlist should have room for everybody, both the new, the old, the middle class, the new age, the old, all the major classes in the society. They should have a place in your playlist, which is very important. It's important that you get to bring in new songs, new artists, every day we have new talents out there. In fact, it will go a long way to advertising them, letting people know what these guys can do, letting people know what these guys are doing, and it will also help them build a good fan base. So it's very important that you also include what is new, the new songs and everything that is going out around there. So the fourth thing you should consider when putting together a playlist is variety. Your playlist should carry a variety of sound, a variety of artists, a variety of instruments, intensity, speed, and beats. It's very important. Your playlist should not just be all straight moody, no, or it should all be happy, no. At some point, bring the tempo down with the kind of song. At some point, raise the tempo so that everybody can have a place on your playlist. Okay, do you know why when people on the radio, they are looking for one station or the other, they are actually looking for a place? Yes, they're actually looking for a place where they feel relevant, where they feel, oh, this is home, this is home, this is home. So your playlist should be able to accommodate different shade of variety, in sound, in music, and in everything. Don't forget that you have a large heterogeneous audience out there with different tastes, with different preference. So your playlist should also carry that kind of variety. And the fifth thing and the last tip you should consider when putting together a playlist is local content. Local content. There are a lot of things people are attached to. There are a lot of things people identify themselves with, like language. Very important. Sound. There could be a sound that your community is they identify with. Let your playlist also carry it so that people in your community would also find your playlist interesting and entertaining. Let them also see themselves in your playlist. It's very important. It's not wise that you are in an environment and your playlist doesn't reflect that environment. No, but let your playlist let it also carry some freshness, some sounds and some smell of what the environment is about, what the people is about. Basically, language. That's very important. It's very important that your playlist should also carry local songs, songs that have been sung in local dialects. It's very important. It will enable your audience to identify with and to also put themselves into your playlist. All right, now, so I will be running through the 5 major tips I think you should put into consideration when picking songs for your playlist. So the number one thing is you need to consider what is the occasion, what is the theme. The number 2 thing is what time of the day. The time of the day that your playlist will be aired is very important. Number 3 is you need to consider what is the latest. And number 4, you need to also include variety. Your playlist should carry a variety of everything. It should carry a taste of everything from sound to beats to speed, to all of that. And then the last thing I think you should consider when putting together your playlist is local content. What are your people about? What is your community about? What is your country about? So that you don't end up portraying a different people in a different location. Your people will really not find themselves or put themselves in your playlist. Okay, so I hope you really find this tip interesting, and I hope you find it useful. Alright, now if you have any comment or contribution concerning this video, maybe there is a tip I did not explain properly, you could actually drop it a question in the comment section, and I promise to look into it as quickly as possible. Alright, now so until I see you in my next video, my name is D Legit, and it's bye for now. Bye.